Hey guys, Mr. Kate again. I'm just going to go over what we had done this week, and this way, if you had missed anything because of glitches in the internet, hiccuping technology, you couldn't make it for whatever reason, this will give you an idea of what I was looking for you guys this week. Uh, Again, you were supposed to have turned in your cover already. Mentioned that several times. And if you're still not sure what goes on there, you take a look at the how-to video on what I was looking for on the cover. Page 3 should be your syllabus, and you were to put a text box in here above your name and then type in your name. And again, text box and type in your period. And the next one here is on page 4. And on page 4 was just a screenshot of your distant learning page. Okay, and that was like 2 weeks ago stuff. That was the very first week of school. The 5th page is what we started this week. And this is where you were to put in a text box, science is, on this particular folder. And then on page 6, you were to include the screenshot from the very first Jamboard set of notes I gave you. And the Jamboard set of notes is sitting here in your Google second week. It's Science Is. We click on that. When you click on that, that's going to bring up the Jamboard here. And the Jamboard basically starts with nothing but my slide, which in this case says Science Is. And I reviewed that. I talked about what are natural events, how do we observe things, and different relationships between current events and prior knowledge. And you were to place sticky notes up and around that annotate this, summarize what I stated and what the slide's about. You can use sticky notes, which you would get from clicking this icon, or you would click this icon to add a picture. Now, if you can envision a picture of one of these things, like observation, we observe by using our smell, taste, touch, sight, and hearing. So hence the picture. That's all good. Okay, so you can use a picture or you can use a sticky note. You need at least 3 of those, either sticky notes or pictures, for slide 1 and 2. Slide 2 is going to be technology. And again, with technology, you put through this with a various amount of sticky notes, and again it's going to be 3 sticky notes or a sticky note and 2 pictures. All of these are pictures depicting various scientific instruments that have moved our knowledge through science to where it is today. Okay, so as new technology comes about, it improves what we, or it gives us the ability to improve what we know and how we observe our surroundings. Okay, so technology is the driving force behind all science. Okay, and again, you would take a screenshot of this, and this will then go on page 7. So you would take a screenshot of the first one, this one, that's going to go on page 6. So here's page 6, took a screenshot of that, put it on there. Again, the way you put this on here, let me delete that. The way you put this on here is you go up to image, insert image, upload from computer. More than likely, this is going to be saved in your pictures or on your desktop. Go down to where you have the picture saved. Double click on it, or you can hit it, click on it once and then hit the open for file. I like to just double click. It's a shortcut. You don't have to do that extra click on open. It will drop it right in at the size it needs to be. So it needs to be from left to right that large. If it's not, go down here to the lower handle, and you can see I can decrease or increase the size. If I go past the page, it turns red. That's saying I'm going over the page, and I'm going to lose some of my image. So don't do that. You want that to be maximum size without turning red on the borders. Okay, and then on page 7 of your notebook, drop in your screenshot with your sticky notes and or your pictures for where technology is. You're going to do the same thing on page 8 over here with an experimental science. Now, with page 8, experimental science, this has the 5 different steps of the scientific method, plus it's got what is a theory, what is a law. And so you're going to need minimum of 7 sticky notes and or pictures. Okay, take a screenshot, insert the image here, and you're good to go. Now, if you did not here in class, you weren't there or whatever, you only have 2 of these pages in your notebook. You're going to need a lot more. And the way you get more is click on one of the purple header pages, go up to slide, hit duplicate slide, and that will drop in a page 8 that's duplicated like this. All right. So the way you get rid of that is just click on it, hit delete. Now, if you have a Chromebook, I believe to get rid of something, it's Control Alternate Backspace. That deletes it. But Macs and PCs, you can just hit delete key and it's gone. Now you can duplicate a blank page, keep adding blank page after blank page after blank page. You're going to need several of these blank pages. So, I mean, you can see if I scroll down here, I'm down to 21, 22 of the pages that are numbered for purple. So you're going to need quite a few of them. Go in there and duplicate quite a few slides, and you'll be good to go. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that blank page 8 because mine is where it should be. Make sure that you're putting these on the right pages. If you're not, and I'm talking about this is on page 8 or page 9, and you're on page 15, makes it real difficult for me to grade and figure out where your information is. It wouldn't be any different than if you were to put this in a regular notebook and you turned in something on page 25 and I was looking for it on page 3. Please keep all of your pages right where I'm asking you to. So the next thing is the scientific method video. Scientific method video is put in your week 2. This is where you're going to go to Scientific Method Ed Puzzle. You're going to watch that video. Now, the way to get to Ed Puzzle again is you're going to click on the link. Make sure you're signed into your Google email account before you go any further. Okay? So click on the link. Then, instead of putting in your email and all that stuff, you sign in as a student. Then click Join by Google. When you join by Google, it's already hooked up to the school's accounts, and so it already knows who you are. So you don't need to put all that stuff in. Otherwise, you may not get into this video for my class. All right. Once you're in and you're watching that video, it's going to have several, and I do mean several. We're talking about 20, 21 questions throughout the video. Each question and answer, take a screenshot of it. And that screenshot will then, gotta go back up here, will then be placed here on the scientific method, page 9, page 10, part of page 11. Put about 8 to 10 screenshots per page. This means when you drop them in, again, you're going to have to go up to Insert Image, Upload from Computer, and I'm just going to pull an image here. You can see that image comes in pretty big. There's no way you're going to get 8 of those on a page. So again, go down to the lower right handle, which is that little dark square. Press the left mouse key, hold it, drag that thing to where it's a little smaller, and release. I should be able to see that it's a question. I should be able to see that you got an answer. All you have to do is not take a screenshot of the whole video, just of your question and answer. So if you do that right, you should be able to, if I copy and paste some of these, get, come on, squibbing around on me there. Fine. I should be able to get 2 of these up on a page like that, and then if you actually duplicated this down, I should be able to get 4 or 5 down. So that would give me 8 to 10 pictures per page. So you should be able to fit quite a few of your things right here on pages 9 through 11. So again, you continue on page 10. On page 11, at the very bottom, you're going to want to type out this information in a text box. Let me zoom in on that. So you're going to want to write this information down here in a text box and then answer it. In other words, you use the scientific method probably every day. You just don't realize it. So I want you to think back in the last week or two. What did you use the scientific method for, now that you know what the scientific method is? I want you to state in here where it said I did, replace I did with your statement of what you actually did for your scientific method. Type out the words observation, hypothesis, experiment results, just the way I have them here. And then after those words, type in what did you do to observe? What was your guess? How did you test your guess? What kind of results did you have? And then you put in your opinion as to whether you proved your hypothesis true or false. Okay? The example I used in class today was, let me grab my cell phone here. Say, for example, you can't find your cell phone. It's late at night, can't find your cell phone. You know you had it. You go, shoot, I lost my cell phone. Well, right there, you stated a problem. And you made an observation. You don't know where your cell phone is. So then you start making a guess. I think I left my cell phone in my back pocket of my pants that I put in my hamper. Okay, that's a guess. All right, you experiment. You go to the hamper, you look in the back pocket of your pants, and it's not there. Bummer. All right, so if it's not there, that's results. Okay, conclusion, I'm going to have to continue looking for my cell phone. It can be as simple as that, okay? Doesn't have to be some complicated scientific thing. You use the scientific method in everyday life, you just don't realize it most of the time. So anyway, guys, I think that's covered just about everything that we've done. That is what you need to turn in for this week's notebook assignment. Make sure you're turning it into your Google Classroom, your digital notebook. Don't turn it into one of the other assignments. And also make sure that you've turned in your lab graduated cylinder and the certificate to the triple beam balance. Okay? So I think that's it. Bye for now.